Hey, what's up, everybody? The Amazing here, bringing another review. This time is the Mezco 112 Collective PX exclusive Red Sun Superman. Let's get started. Now, this figure is actually incredibly hard to find at this point, which makes it a little weird. It's sold out at pre-orders, it's sold out at retail, it's just sold out everywhere. So sorry for those guys who are going to struggle to get it. Sorry you have to go through all of that. It's going to be rough. First and foremost, I like the figure. I do. I'm like most things that I do. I try to review everything I can, but it's a little different this time because just like with the normal Superman, they had things about it that could have been changed, could have been different, and instead we got what we got, which is still a great figure, but there's little things that could have just made it perfect. So let's get started. As far as articulation goes, which is the first thing I always jump into, is just like the other normal Superman body, but it feels better for some apparent reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but it feels a little more free, a little more different. Just enough change to it so that it just looks and feels different. So as we can see, the legs are double jointed. There's no issue there. You actually can spread them really far out. The arms can go all the way up. No issue there. Head can look all the way around. But here's the drawback. Unlike the regular Superman, which comes on a normal neck peg, because of the way his collar is, you actually can almost not move his neck whatsoever. Although he can look up for flying poses, the Red Sun Superman can't look down, can't turn his head really far sideways. This is the downside of his super tough and difficult collar, which sucks. Because while it looks and feels better than the other Superman, it's a little downside of it because you may want to do some really cool poses and you almost can't. So that's what sucks about that. The collar, the gloves, everything on it just feels really good up until you get to the whole neck thing. So as you can see, he can look up really well, but looking down is definitely going to be an issue. The only other complaint I really have outside of that is that his chest symbol, even though it's locked on really, really well, it doesn't look like it. So that's the thing that's going to really pretty much frustrate you. Because no matter what you do, the symbol just won't look good enough. So I'm going to try to find a way to, I was speaking with a friend, going to definitely try to find a way to iron that out. Definitely make it look more flat and flush. It's definitely locked in on there, trust me. It's just not one of those things where it looks like it. Superman also has some thigh swivel as well. So that's also really cool. There's really nice ankle pivot. Really, really nice. And like all Mezcos, you don't get any toe pivot whatsoever. It's not their thing, and they still manage to make it work, which is really cool. I really like the addition of the gloves. The gloves look really good. The only other drawback besides the one I stated before, with the neck and the chest, we all want wired capes. Well, actually, let me take that back. I'm sorry. We all don't want wired capes. I want a wired cape. I'm a big fan of them. I like the work that they allow me to do. They make things look more dynamic. But his cape actually looks really nice just sitting here flush. Looks imposing like a monarch would, especially from the story Superman Red Sun. Which I feel like we're kind of living in nowadays, but whatever. Ignore me for that. There's no symbol on the back of his cape. It's just a normal red solid cape. Looks really good. It's free flowing. It's really nice. And it folds up really well, as you clearly can see here. Almost had to do nothing for it to just get back into position. Now, as far as accessories and what Superman comes with, you have his Soviet flag, which he wishes to wave whenever he wants. I'm not going to let that stay on camera too long. I'm not a big fan of that. You do get this really cool Brainiac head, which I'm enjoying. They even give you a hand to hold it with, which is really cool as well. So what you're going to do is you can find parts and pieces for it to hang on to, and Superman can kind of just hold on to it. So just like that, you can actually hold on to it. The Brainiac head actually looks really cool because you see it in the story, but you don't actually see much of Brainiac. So this is really cool. So you get hands for holding the flag and as well as holding Brainiac. I really like these hands. They hold a lot besides the flag, so you can do a lot of other cool stuff. You will get open palms, so you can do lots of cool things with it. You can save people. You can do Monarch hands. You can do your whole Lex Luthor thing. And then you get normal flight hands, which is pretty cool. Now, the weird thing about the flight hands, though, is that one of the flight hands actually looks like it holds something else. Maybe it does hold Brainiac, whatever. Who knows at this point? But one of the flight hands actually look like it can hold something. Oh, no. It's a salute hand. And that's, I think my mind was typically blocking it out. But you get one flight hand and you get one salute hand. But I'm gonna call them both flight hands because I don't wanna. Yeah, not a big fan of the whole Russia thing. But I'm a big fan of Superman the Red Sun story. But yeah, so sorry about that. In any case, it's a great figure. Now, size comparison wise, we're gonna stack them up next to the normal Superman. And body wise, they look and feel the same. Well, sorry, they don't feel the same. But they look and have a general look of looking the same. I actually like this head sculpt better. So let's see if we can just pop that off and try it on this Superman's head. And it looks like it should work, so let's try it out. Oh, yeah. So if you want to really swap the heads, you easily can. If you want to do heat vision, you can pop the other Superman's head on. Voila. So just like that, you can swap heads. This Superman, the Red Sun one, only comes with one head, just like Black Adam, which is a little bit of a downer, but I guess it happens. You get so much other stuff, or you get so much different stuff, you're trying to be so different, you forget to include heads. Or you just never planned on doing it in the first place. You're just offering something different. So that's something in itself, a reward. Here he is next to other stuff, so let's stack them up real fast. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool. As you can see, Mezco actually stacks in really well with Marvel Legends. They work out pretty well in this game scale. Here he is next to an Articulated Icons Ninja. Size-wise, these guys actually stack up really well too. They're a little much smaller, but then again, it's Superman. This guy is super beefy and super imposing. Here he is next to an SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Joker. Let's pick your head up. As you can see, he pretty much towers over SHF. So, as far as domestic lines go, you might have more of a scaling appropriate with American and domestic lines, whereas import lines, you just won't have that. Here he is next to a giant Marvel Legends Goon. So, yeah. Size-wise, he's all right. Accessory-wise, he's actually doing a great job. The look is great. But the whole free-flowing cape and not it being wired it's a downer for me, but it's not something I can't get over. I've done it numerous times. The symbol thing I really need to work out. That may definitely be a turnoff for some people. Just pointing out what's good, pointing out what's bad. Overall, I'm really still enjoying the figure. I think it's super dope, and I plan on taking dope photos with it. But in the meantime, guys, hope you found this informative. I hope you do well. I hope you be well. Most of all, drink your water. Take it easy, guys. Later.